What's happening, people? Just thought I'd do a quick video about Uber. Working for Uber Eats. I'm working for Uber Eats in the UK, Birmingham, at the moment. And it's alright, you know. To be honest, signing up was a bit crazy because it was hard work. Like the way how they've set up their whole system and where they've got everything. Like all the hoops that you have to jump through at the start is crazy. There's a green light hub, or I think it's called green. I think it's a green light hub appointment that you've got to get before you can sort of actually start driving for Uber, and that was a headache to get an appointment for. The way how I realised you have to do it after going and speaking to one of the guys was, they tell you to do it between to try and get an appointment between 4 and 5, and when I was doing it on my own and just trying to, you know, refresh the page and get an appointment, nothing was happening. I wasn't getting no appointment dates. But after I spoke to one of the guys at Uber, he told me that you need to I think it's 1 minute past 4, 16 minutes past 4, and 31 minutes past, you have to refresh the page, and that's when you'll see the appointments. So if you are looking to like join up, you know, sign up, that's if they've still got the same sort of system, that's what you'll have to do to get your appointment. Otherwise you ain't gonna get it. I was waiting for about 3 months. It was crazy to actually start working for Uber, because without the green light hub, they can't do their background check on you, and you need your background check before you can start working for them. So yeah, it was a bit of a crazy one, but in the end I got it, and I've been doing it for a little while now, part time, and it's all right. It works out to around about £10 an hour. Now you can work whenever you want. This is a good thing about it. Like, you can work if you're studying, or if you're doing you know, you've got a full-time job, you can work around that. So you can do it on the weekends or after work or whatever. It's up to you how many hours you work, which is really good. You know, it's just that extra income that I think everybody needs at the moment. So it works out all right. I've bumped into people that have done like crazy weeks, like worked 88 hours in a week, you know, and they've got 800 and something pound in their account waiting to be paid. But that is with hard work though. That's literally, you're not socializing, you're not doing anything. You're literally just working for the money. But overall, I mean, if you take out your petrol and your insurance and things like that, you'll probably knock off a little bit off the £10 an hour. I don't think it'll be much, because you know, depending on what if you've got a decent litre car and you've got good insurance, then you know, you might be all right. You might not lose that much money in terms of hourly if you break it down hourly, but I'd have to do the calculations on it. I haven't done the calculations myself. I will say though, I when I first started like driving for them, or when I first became interested, I was looking at the insurance companies, because you need the insurance before you can actually sign up. That, like, they ask you for that proof, which is a bit strange, because it's like you're paying for the insurance even though you're not using it until they sign you up. Because I was paying extra for my insurance for about 2-3 months before I ended up signing up with them, which irritated me a bit, because obviously I was wasting money. I think I wasted about £210 or something like that because of that, and obviously that's money that I can't get back. But luckily I got signed up with them, so you know, it's all right. But I've heard of Zego, an insurance company that a lot of drivers use. So it's sort of, as you sort of pay them as you go, like a pay-as-you-go sort of insurance. But what I've realised is that the insurance that I've got now, because they wouldn't insure me, but I've got a few problems with my license in the past when I was younger. I was being a bit silly, messing about, drink driving, what have you. But They do. There's an insurance company that I signed up with called Insurance Revolution. Now, when I worked it out how much they're charging compared to how much Zigo is charging, it's a big difference, because if you're gonna use Zigo obviously if you're gonna work quite a lot throughout the week, you're gonna use Zigo quite a lot, and I can't remember the rates, and I think I worked it out in the past, but it was a big difference. Luckily, I didn't accept me, because I would have went with Zigo, but I found another alternative and went with that alternative instead. So yeah, I think definitely if you're gonna go for an insurance company, try Insurance Revolution. They're not bad, and they've dealt with me fine. You know, they've been on point. I haven't had any problems with them yet, touch wood, but yeah, it's been okay. But yeah, just overall, I wanted to sort of let people know what Uber's saying, because when I first wanted to sign up, I had a little look on YouTube and what have you, just to see what it was saying and see if anybody's got any reviews to put down on it and whatnot. And I did see a few, but I thought I'll put my own video up and give my own take. There is certain areas that you're gonna have to sort of figure out which areas work best for you. Where I was when I first started, it was dead. I was lucky if I would get like 10 drops in a day, and then after talking to drivers, they would say, like, okay, this area is good, that area is good, and then you start sort of exploring. Sometimes you'll get days where Uber will just take you all over the place anyway. Like, you'll drop something off in one area and then you'll end up going 10 minutes into another area, and then it will just keep doing that. I've ended up in areas I've never been in before, and I don't mind. Obviously, you got your sat nav, so you can just drive back whenever you're ready, but it's good to know what areas are good and what areas ain't. Sometimes obviously you get boosts as well, so certain areas have got better boosts, but Uber seems to give you boosts in areas that are quiet at times, so you got to be careful with that. But yeah, you can make a decent. You don't have to kill yourself working, for Uber. You can make a decent amount of money, at a £10 an hour rate. So if you want to work 8 hours in a day, if you take quiet periods into consideration, you'll probably get like £70, which ain't bad. So yeah, I think I've hit up on everything. At the moment, I think that they're constantly trying to improve their service, which is good. They're not just putting it out there and leaving it as it is. Like, they keep asking drivers, like, how satisfied are you? I keep getting that message all the time, and I try and respond as much as possible, because it's important, because obviously, with our input, we can help to sort of change and improve the service. So overall, I think it's good. So yeah, if you are interested in signing up and you do want to sign up to Uber, I'm gonna put a code somewhere in here. I'm gonna have to edit it in later on. If you are signing up, or when you do sign up, use my code if possible. I'm not too sure what they give for that, but I think they do give you some sort of like reward for it. So yeah, that would be helpful. Yeah, and if you like this video, like it. But yeah, I thought I'd drop this video because with what I'm doing at the moment, and how I'm sort of living, and how I'm trying to show people the whole journey. If you're new to, like, if you've only just watched this video and you haven't watched any other of my videos, I'm trying to sort of make a living online, so it's good for me to sort of show you as well the journey of where I'm coming from, and exactly what I'm doing, because it is hard. Like, starting university this year has been really hard because there's so much things going on, and all of these things going on, as well as trying to be there, like, for myself, as in, socialize, to be there for my kids, or it's really hard. it's difficult. So I'm just trying to show every little aspect of the journey, as well as I thought, you know, I let people know about Uber and you know, give my opinion on it, because it's good for people to give their opinion and just let everybody know what they think. So if people are interested, then, you know, you've got enough information to go through it yourself, rather than having to go through it first and finding out you don't really like it. But yeah, I didn't want to keep the video too long. I tried to keep it as quick as possible. But yeah, if you're interested in my journey, have a little look and subscribe and watch out for